course, little guy wants to wake up when mommy has to do something. Say hi, Aria. But today I wanted to talk about social media versus reality when it comes to parenting. As we all know, it's easy to get influenced by what's going on social media, and it's just so much to take in all the time. And there's so many pages now on social media that I am grateful for, but there's also the other side where you may see kids or babies or whatever doing certain things, and you're wondering why my kid isn't doing it or why they are doing this and I don't see other kids doing that. It's very easy to get caught up in all of that, and I myself am guilty of going through that sometimes, and sometimes I have to go back and be like, Soul is Soul, Aria will be Aria, and each child is different, and it's so easy to compare. Even just watching other moms or whatever, it's easy to be like, oh wow, they took their kid to the park 3 days in a row. I ain't take my kid to the park 3 days. Like stuff like that. Like it's very easy to have that mom guilt, which I've touched on before. When it comes to certain things on social media, I've touched on before with Soul and his talking, and Soul just turned 3 last September, but he didn't start talking until around this time last year. So he was like 2.5 years old when he first started like actually making words and sentences, even copying dances. Like I would see other kids on social media like dancing and singing and doing all these things, and I'm always just like, why is Soul not doing these things? But Soul just didn't want to. And that's okay. That's the important message that I want to get across, that it is okay for your child to not be the same as the next kid. Soul has been home with me since he was born, and that's not going to change. We do plan on doing homeschooling with him. That's a whole nother story, but he hasn't really been around other kids, so we have to take into account that that's probably why he doesn't do certain things that other kids may do or may not do. But to just keep in mind that each kid is just not going to develop the same, and that's perfectly fine for me and my family, at least. But then on the other side, you do have people who may be just like you, or maybe dealing with the same type of things that you've dealt with your child or your family. I like to share on my story when Soul has made progress doing certain things like his ABCs, his numbers, which he has mastered at this point. But I've had a couple moms reach out to me and ask me like, oh, what did you do? Or just asking for advice. And I love when people comment and ask me, because I love to help others. And I think that's the good part about being on social media as a parent, because you never know who you may be helping, who you may be influencing to try other things out that they may not have thought to do before. Another good side of being on social media as a parent is that you do have all of these pages to go to get information about feeding, about talking, about about all these different things that we go through as parents that you probably haven't thought of. And I found so many good pages on Instagram and TikTok or whatever to give me ideas for activities or toys or books or certain things that I never thought of. And I've been able to try out different things and learn new things when it comes to parenting because of these pages. Where are you going, sir? But it's important to remember that just because you learn something on social media doesn't mean it's correct, doesn't mean it's the right way, doesn't mean anything until you do further research. Because social media is, just like I said, it could look like one thing and it could be another. So always do your research when you're learning certain things on Instagram from these pages, like the informative pages. It's just important to keep in mind that everything is just not what it seems on social media. Social media can show a happy baby Aria all day on my story, but you wouldn't know that Aria has cried for a straight hour at 6 o'clock this morning. You just know that Aria is smiling and happy and a happy baby on my story. Good morning. Whoa, where are we going? When you look at these social media influencer moms, this is not to knock any of them at all, because so many of these moms that I love to watch on the daily basis, but they sometimes can make parenting look like it's just a walk in the park when it's never just a walk in the park. You don't know what people are going through daily, but that's the power of social media. Social media wants things to look a certain way, and to be a certain way and make everything look perfect, when in reality we out here struggling as parents sometimes. And don't get me wrong, this is not to complain about parenting. I'm just saying that everything is not what it seems on social media. Hi, baby. This is Soul. Look, don't have social media have you out here thinking that you're not a good parent because you're not doing the same things as the next parent. You're not doing the same activities or feeding your kid the same food, or your kid hasn't said their first word yet, or whatever. Because as long as you're trying day by day and you're making steps to become a better parent, screw social media. Even though I'm on social media, screw social media. Do what you can every single day to become a better parent, better person. And yeah, that's my little rant for today. I hope you all have an amazing week. And social media would also have you thinking that I'm fully dressed and I'm wearing straight up pajamas. You just can't see it. Hope you guys have a great week. Spider-Man. I'm about to go put on Spider-Man for my Soulful boy. Have a good week.